So we want to solve the following equations. For this one, my first step would be to subtract 3 from either side. I would then have x over 7 equals 7, and then I would multiply both sides by 7, giving me x is equal to 49. Let's move to the next one. The 3 on the bottom down here is what we want to deal with first. So let's multiply both sides by 3. That gives me 5 minus 4x is negative 27. Subtract 5 from each side, and I have negative 4x, don't lose this negative, is equal to negative 32. And then let's divide both sides by negative 4, which would give me that x is equal to 8. Moving to number 3, expanding out, I get 12x plus 3 equals 4x minus 2. Subtract 4x from both sides, gives me 8x plus 3 is equal to negative 2. Subtract 3 from both sides, 8x is negative 5. And divide both sides by 8, gives me x is negative 5/8. We're now told that Josie has J marbles. Bernie has 20 more marbles than Josie, and Romeo has 3 times as many marbles as Josie. So we want to write an expression for the number of marbles that Bernie has. Well, he's got 20 more than Josie, so he's got J plus 20. Romeo has 3 times as many, so that's going to be 3J. Last week, Romeo lost half of his marbles in a game. Write an expression for the number of marbles Romeo had last week in terms of J. So he's got twice as many as he has here, so that must be 6J. Last week, Josie won 10 marbles. Write an expression for the number of marbles Josie had last week in terms of J. Well, she now has J, so she must have had J minus 10, so that the 10 marbles she won made it up to J. Last week, the sum of the marbles they had was 170. So Josie had J minus 10, Bernie had J plus 20, because we're not told that Bernie was any different to last week. Romeo had 6J, and all of that added up to 170. Collecting up like terms, that's 8J plus 10 is equal to 170. Therefore, 8J is 160, and J would be 20. So Josie has 20 marbles, and we should do that as a written. So Josie has 20 marbles.